Hello, folks, and welcome back. On this episode, we're going to cover the tools that we think are required to have in a Casita travel trailer. If you're like me, when you travel, space is a premium, so I want to make sure every tool I've got is compact and beneficial. So, first thing I'm going to show you here is the Cobalt Toolkit that I bought from Lowe's. I've shown you this kit before. But let's go ahead and dig into it in detail here. Let me get the kit open and then we'll talk about the items on the inside of it. One quick thing to mention here on this toolkit, I carry it in the back of the Jeep so that it's always easy to access when I need it to fix stuff. Now, over here on the right, you're going to see we've got every kind of flathead or Phillips head screwdriver you can need. We've got regular ones, we've got stubby ones at the top, we've got bits that go along screwdrivers and the drivers that are used for those bits. You're definitely going to want some kind of screwdriver in your toolkit. All right, and then over in the middle here, we've got a pair of wire cutters that I added. If you feel comfortable doing wiring, you got needle nose, you've got a set of pliers up here, you've got wire cutters, we've got a razor knife, we've got black tape. You're definitely going to need some black tape. We've got Allen wrenches, and then it's got this little box that came with it. It was empty, and I put fuses in it, and I put wire connectors, splice connectors, so I could fix wiring. Over on this side, you're going to have a tape. You're going to have just a regular everyday hammer. You're going to have a torpedo level, which you've seen me use that when we did the trailer leveling video. Let me fix the little connector here. And then you're going to have a DC probe, which you just hook one side to ground, and then you got a little needle on the other end, and there's a light in the handle there, and that'll tell you if a DC circuit's live or not. We also carry, and I'll show you in just a minute, a multimeter, which I actually like better than this. Over on this side, you're going to have a crescent wrench. You're going to have socket sets. We've got both standard and metric socket sets. Now, out of this whole toolkit, the things that you're definitely going to need, you're going to need a flathead Phillips head screwdriver. You're going to need some kind of pliers. I would recommend some kind of razor knife. You're going to need that. You're definitely going to need black tape. Okay. You're definitely going to need fuses. That's a must right there. All right. And if you feel comfortable with it, the wire connectors and the splicing tools that you would need to fix those if you feel comfortable doing wiring. Okay. And then you're definitely going to need a pair of pliers you'll use those several times. Now over on the next section here, you're definitely going to need a tape measure. You're going to need some kind of hammer, and you need some kind of level. Okay, those are necessities. If you can find a nice ratchet set to carry along with you, that would definitely be beneficial, and definitely a crescent wrench of some kind. All right, well, that covers this toolkit. Now, the next things that we're going to talk about is individuals' tools that we carry. I carry this socket right here, which is specifically for the hubs on the wheels, and that way I can replace the bearings, grease the bearings, fix the bearings, do whatever I need on the side of the road. And it fits to the ratchet that I use for the hitch. This socket right here is for taking the anode out of the water heater, and it uses the ratchet that's inside the toolkit over there. This is so you can drain your water heater, rinse it out, and also replace the anode. The next tool, this is just a little plastic tool I got from Camco, and if your sewer hoses are real hard to get on and off, this will help you put your sewer hoses on and off your trailer. I've really never used it, but it's nice. All right, this little tool I've used once or twice. That helps you take the drain vents, the sewer vents caps off at a lot of your RV parks. All right, and then the other thing that I carry up here is this little multi-tool. they're called Leatherman tools, multi-tools, Gerber tools. I've heard all kind of different names. That's got all your basic little tools in it, and it folds up nice. Now, all of these items right here that I'm showing you, I keep in the front metal box on the trailer because I use them when I'm hooking up or disconnecting the trailer. They go in this little box right here that I keep in that front metal box, this little plastic box with a blue lid. And I keep a bunch of other little stuff in there, like my tie wraps and stuff like that for my front propane tank cover. But they all just fit right in here, and that way I've always got them handy and they're easy to get to. Now the last socket that's over here and the two wrenches, I'll talk about the two wrenches in just a minute, but the socket that's over here, that's the one that goes to the Anderson hitch, and that's what we use to tighten this Anderson hitch on and off. Okay, other items that I do carry with me, and they go in, I keep them in a box in the back of the Jeep, is I have a tire plug kit that usually I just buy the whole tire plug kit. And if I use it, then I'll just buy another one and put it in there. I leave it in the original packaging so it doesn't get damaged. I carry a miniature grease gun along with the Lucas Red Tacky grease, and it is NLGI number 2, which is what is required for the bearings on the trailer. That way, if something happens in the middle of nowhere again, I can take care of my bearings. I do have a torque wrench that I use for the actual hitch to verify these nuts are to the right torque, and also for the Anderson hitch on the trailer. These are kind of expensive. This isn't a necessity, but you are going to have somebody with a torque wrench periodically check those just to make sure that your hitch is still tight and that the nuts on the Anderson hitch are still tight. And then here again, these two big wrenches, the ones you saw a minute ago on the table, they're 1 1/8 inch wrenches, and that's what also goes to the hitch on the on the Jeep for making sure they're tight. And then the last thing in this toolbox in the back of the Jeep is going to be a 4-way, and I also carry a small 4-way in the metal box on the front of the actual trailer in the metal box. And then the last item I carry in the Jeep is a cordless drill. I would highly recommend you have a cordless drill with you. And then this one also has the bit, the socket that we put on it for it's a 3/4 inch socket that we use for raising and lowering the stabilizer jacks on the actual trailer. It's a lot better than doing it by hand. Alright, back inside the RV I carry this little brown bag here, and inside that brown bag I'm going to have a pair of pliers, I'm going to have a pair of wire cutters, a pair of needle nose pliers, and then a screwdriver that has replaceable bits. And they stay in this brown bag, and they stay up in the cabinet inside the RV, so I've got quick access to some basic tools in the RV, and I don't have to go, they stay up in this cabinet right here, and this way I don't have to go drag out the big toolkit if I just need a screwdriver or a pair of pliers or something. Makes life a lot simpler. Also up in that cabinet, okay, I'm going to keep some other things. I'm going to keep a basic multimeter here that I can measure AC, DC, and resistance with. If you don't know how to use a multimeter, there's some basic tutorials online that'll show you that. I carry this headlamp, okay, and I wear that. Trust me, when you're setting up at night, this headlamp is great for being able to see out there to set all your utilities up. And then I also carry a flashlight, just a regular everyday flashlight. And, you know, that's nice to always have in the trailer. And they all go in that upper cabinet up there where I carry that toolkit. So they're all handy and easy to get to. And the last set of tools I keep in this little plastic container. This is my rivet kit, and it's stored underneath the bench on the passenger side. Now inside here I keep my actual rivet tool that I use to replace the rivets on the trailer. I'm going to actually have I got a set of wire splashers and everything in here that I'd actually set up before I did the other toolkit, and there's even some wire nuts down in there. It's not necessary to have two of them. Also in this toolkit, I've got my drill bits, and you saw the drill earlier. That's what I use to drill out the rivets if I got to replace one. And then in here we've got the actual nuts or caps that go on the outside of the rivets, both pieces. And I keep those in here. And then we've got the little nuts that go on the inside of the rivet. And as you can see, I've got two of those left. Got to order some more. They go in here. And this little brown box right here is just chock full of rivets. And that's my rivet toolkit. So, well, that's it for tools for the RV. Hopefully this helps you out. What we carry, we've used a lot of them in all the travels that we've done. If you've got any questions, go ahead and shoot us a email off our website or message us off of YouTube, and we'll answer your question for you. And we'll see you out there in the campgrounds.